Good afternoon, welcome back to Gib84. This is going to be another pickups video for the end of the month. First of all, I want to say a big massive thank you to anyone that sponsored me for the Glasgow Kilt Walk. So we took part in a charity sponsored kilt walk from Glasgow Green, and it went all the way out to Balloch. It was something like 23 miles. It was tough. I think it was okay until the last 4 miles, and then my legs really started to burn. That was, towards the end of it was really tough. But thank you everyone, whoever sponsored me for that, and I think we raised about £5 for Glasgow Children's Hospital, so it was all for a good cause, so thank you all very, very much for that. And then we'll just jump straight into the pickups. So one pickup I got, I'll start off with a tuber. The Gerfmeister himself, Goldtooth, he sent me through this game. I'm really looking forward to playing it, but at the moment it's PlayStation 1, a couple more days, and then I'm going to put this on straight away because this does look really good. I've heard a lot of good things about it from Goldtooth and from Eddie Roller X-Core, and a lot of other people said it's brilliant as well. It's Intrepid Izzy. It looks really cool, looks really nice. Eddie, I'm sure he had it on his last video there, doing his 52 challenge PlayStation month video. So he had it on there, so it looks really cool. So I'm looking forward to giving that a go as soon as the month is over. Next couple of freebies I got from my pal Ryan at Vitech. So it's a shop that I go to quite a bit to see what he's got in. He's always getting all this random stuff in. But he gave these to my dad. My dad went in to see him one day, and he gave these across just for nothing, just because he had them kicking around. I don't really know what they are. I think they're like the educational kind of PC kind of things for like kids, but they're pretty cool. It's Pokemon things. I don't know what you call them. I don't really know what they are. They're educational tools anyway, but they're pretty cool to have in the collection. So it's Pokemon, you've got Elekid and Zapdos on that one, and then you've got Togepi and Moltres on that one. Sorry for the glare there. Yeah, put them over here, how's that? That's better. That one and that one. Cool, couple of freebies there. And then this was a Facebook freebie. It was my missus' friend's man put this on, well, messaged her saying if I would be interested in it, and I thought definitely. I don't have the computer for it, but for free you don't turn things like this down. So it was just whoever wants to come and collect this, you can come and collect it. So I got my dad to go and collect it because I was working. I said he had to go like right away because in case somebody else snapped it up. So it's a whole box full of Commodore 64 stuff. So proper retro on this one today. Proper retro. Let me get the loose stuff out first. Keep the good stuff for the end. So this is all the loose cassettes I got, sorry. So the first one was Krypton Factor. I don't know anything about a lot of these games, to be honest. Trivial Pursuit, I know what Trivial Pursuit is. Blockbusters, I'm sure that used to be a TV show back in the day when I was a lad. What's this? YS Magnificent 7 number 4. Hijack, Brain Sport, Pokerama. I don't really know what that is, to be honest. Screen Heroes, so you got Rambo, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, and Highlander. Highlander was class. What a nice film that was. We've got Street Cred Boxing, so it's got the slip, it doesn't have a cassette case for it. Infiltrator, again it's got the wee slip, but it doesn't have the case. And Dominator, not sure what that one is. And then this is just like a little kind of, I don't know, little brochure kind of thing. What else we've got here? We've got Commodore, Ocean's Greatest Hits. So Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Knight Rider, Baseball, and Nomad. Got Feud. Got 180. I actually do remember 180. I remember when we were kids, like my dad would play a lot of just random stupid games on the Commodore 64, and I do remember that. Street Beat. So we've got here Rapid Fire, Airwolf. I've seen a little bit of video on this because Paul Retrobait said it was horrible, so I had to go and have a wee look at it. Combat School, and what's this? Uridium. That's like a shmup, I think, maybe. And then we've got some cool kind of box stuff as well. So we've got Frack. That's a Bill Betty Hord Clinic favourite. It's in this really weird kind of case. I've not seen a case like this before. Even like when I was a wee boy back in the day. It's got like a wee hints and tips sheet in there as well. Frack. And we've got some really cool box ones here. We've got the Hollywood box set. So I guess some of them cassettes actually come in here maybe. Or maybe not, because this is full already. It's got all the discs in there. Discs. All the cassettes. And we've got 1988. Guess it's like a catalogue for it. Showing you all the games, that's pretty cool. That's in really good condition actually, that book. Next boxed one we have is Robocop. Robocop is brilliant, absolutely, what a iconic. What's that there? So it's got the Robocop disc in there, but it's also got something else, Every Second Counts. I don't know what that is, but really cool. No manual or anything like that. But Robocop, absolutely brilliant. In the back you've got like, I do remember Robocop actually as well. I can see the screenshots and it's bringing back some nostalgic memories, to be honest. But then you've got some like movie stills as well. Turtles. So this is like a classic game. Very nostalgic. It's got a little instruction manual in there as well. Is that a manual? Which is a postcard. 3 postcards. Got the cassette. And some other little bits of bump in there. But really cool that. And the artwork of the original Turtles is just brilliant. And the last one we got was Midnight Resistance. I'm pretty sure, so Paul Retrobait said this one's a brilliant game as well. I'm sure, I think it was Dad and Lads, Marcus said that this was one of his favourite games, Midnight Resistance. So really good condition again. I mean the box is really nice, a couple of little scuffs and everything. But we've got like a big, we've even got the Ocean baggie, that's pretty cool. So the cassette's in its baggie. And then you've got the instruction manual, or the massive manual poster kind of thing. So all that for free, you can't knock that. I had to pick that up for sure. So really chuffed with that as well. So all I need now is to get my hands on a Commodore 64. And one day I'll get in touch with Retrobait and he'll sort me out hopefully one day. Sorry, I had to do a little jump cut there because Jay needed me. So, where was I? So back to Rytech, Ryan. I went to visit him one day as well and he had a bag full of PS1 stuff and he asked me if I was interested in having a wee look. So I had a wee look at it and there's only a couple of games in there I wanted, a couple I already had. But the first one I picked up was Ridge Racer Revolution. I do like arcade racers, and it's all complete as well. Nice condition as well. So happy to have that one. And the other one was an absolute classic and one of the best CGI intros still to this day. I absolutely love it. The music and the CGI intro is fantastic. The game's brilliant, and it's Soul Blade. What a game this is! Absolutely brilliant. Like I said, still one of the best CGI intros. Absolutely amazing. So chuffed to have this. All nice and complete as well. It's manual, all in good condition. So happy to have Soul Blade in the collection. Absolutely brilliant. A fiver, so it was a fiver for them too, for both of them. And I also got, and this bloody always happens all the time, I got Spyro's Adventure on the Game Boy Advance, and I've no idea where I put it. Like those bloody little cartridges and loose cartridges, they just disappear into the ether. I have no idea where it's gone. Anyway, so next up we'll go to second-hand shop in my local town. So I've got a couple of DVDs and a couple of games here, nothing really of great value or anything, but just things I wanted to pick up. So we picked up first the DVDs. We got Little Shop of Horrors DVD, 1408 DVD, John Cusack and Samuel Jackson. I remember the missus really liked this film, like she really liked it back in the day. And I remember I tried to buy it for her once, ages ago, and I couldn't find it anywhere to buy, and I had to get an imported American version of it. But now we've got the DVD of it, so she can watch it again whenever she wants. And an absolutely classic British movie. I'm sure Pedro VHS bootleggers, they did a whole video on this, and it's absolutely brilliant, mind-blowing movie. Absolutely love it. Dead Man's Shoes, fantastic movie. If anyone's not seen it, you have to do yourself a favour and get yourself watching Dead Man's Shoes. And then in there's also a couple of PC games. Again, nothing major, nothing amazing, but we've got Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth for the PC. Sonic 3D Flicky's Island for the PC, and I'm sure I've got this already, but it was just one of them slow days out on the hunt, so I picked it up again. These are all like £3 for £1, I think it was, or something. I have no idea, I can't remember the prices to be honest with you. And then Batman Arkham Asylum, my favourite Batman game. But to be fair, I've not put much time into the other ones. I saw heaps of games. He did a little video on Arkham Origins, that's it, Arkham Origins on the Wii U. But yeah, I preferred the Arkham Asylum. I preferred the kind of more focused and claustrophobic kind of feel to it. But he did say that the Origins is a lot more focused than what Arkham City and Arkham Knight. They are very, very big and expansive, but he said Origins is a bit more focused than them too. But I also managed to pick up three more toys. So the first one, I've got Raphael, one of the big Raphael, one of the big turtle figures. So now I've now got Michelangelo, Donatello and Raphael. So I just need to get Leo in this same kind of range, I guess it is. Now I've got them all. Again, unfortunately no accessories, but that's alright. I don't really mind, to be honest. Especially when you pick them up at like little charity shops and stuff. A new Hasbro wrestling figure. So I think now I've got two. I've got Roddy Piper somewhere. I don't know where he is. But now I've got one of the Nasty Boys with a clothesline action. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. These toys are so nostalgic. I saw as well Eddie Locke, he picked up a couple of these wee guys as well. These are like right from our youth. This was the line. This is the toys that everybody really had when they were wee, was all the wrestling toys. And then I picked up this again, and I'm not really into the franchise, but I saw it and I thought I couldn't leave it there because it is pretty cool. It's in decent condition, but I thought maybe it could be trade fodder for someone who was into this kind of thing, I guess. But it's a big Red Ranger. See if I can get him in here. But I don't know what line he comes from. I don't know. I mean, he looks like he's got a bloody pirate jacket on. But I did quite like the kind of jacket look and the collar. I thought that was pretty cool. But he's pretty big. Big dude. Quite like him. So he's going to be somewhere in the room. And that's all from that second hand shop. I would say all the wee toys and the games was maximum a tenner. Benefit of the doubt would be a tenner for them. And then we'll go on to next. CEX in game. So in CEX, picked up Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D or the 3DS. I haven't played it before. I've heard it is pretty cool, and there's a lot of people picking up a lot of 3DS stuff in that recently, so I thought I'd grab that, and it was only £6, so I thought that was quite decent. And then a DS game. A DS game that I've heard of this RPG range. I've never played any of the games before, and I thought I'll pick it up because it could be cool, and I've got a wee itch now to play an RPG, like a proper good JRPG, maybe old school kind of thing. But I picked up Lunar Genesis on the DS for a £5, and I thought that was really good. I thought, I've never played this series of RPGs before, and for a £5 I thought maybe I was onto something. But since buying it, I've looked at kind of reviews and stuff, and I don't really listen to reviews, so I will give it a go myself. But the reviews are pretty poor for it. But again, like I said, I'll give it a go myself and make my own little judgment on it, especially for not being familiar with the series as such. So maybe it will land, maybe it will hit with me, maybe being the first one that I played. So quite happy with that. I'm going to give that a go at some point as well, pretty soon. And then that was £5, that was alright. And then Rare Replay, the collection for the Xbox One for £3.50. I thought that was a bargain. I thought it was pretty a steal, to be honest. I mean, there's loads of brilliant games in there. You've got Perfect Dark in there, Perfect Dark Zero, which I've not played before. You've got Banjo Kazooie, a whole bunch of cool games in there. So I'm happy to add that to the collection. Play some more Xbox stuff and rare stuff. And then on to game, picked up 3 for £2, so they would have cost £30. We picked up the Devil May Cry HD collection. Disc is bloody loose in there, oops, that's annoying, need to open it. Devil May Cry HD collection. I've played Devil May Cry before, I just never finished it back in the day, so this could be a series that I'll just dive right into at some point as well. I think it was a couple of years ago I went into the Dead Space games and I finished 1, 2 and 3 all after the other, so maybe I'll do the same with Devil May Cry. Next one is We Happy Few, so I picked this up as well, part of the 3 for £2. And again, it looks really cool too. I'm playing at the moment Dishonored 2, and I really like Dishonored 2. I like that kind of narrative driven first person shooter with powers like Bioshock, Dishonored 2, and this looks pretty similar. I've not played it, but the graphical style, the world that it's set in, it looks right up my street. So this one could be played pretty soon as well. Too many games to play. There's another one that Feed Me Chicken actually recommended. I think it's Get Even. He said that that's right up my street as well, so I need to try and find a copy of that and give that a go. And then this game here is an absolute classic, probably one of my favourite games of the last, last couple, 10 years, last generation, whatever. And it's a very simplistic game as well, but it's just so addictive and you just keep on going back to it for more and more. We got the platinum on it as well as a family, and we still go back to it every now and again. We're at 96% complete now of the trophies, so we do want to get to the 100% as well with the Ayrton Senna DLC, and it's Horizon Chase Turbo. An absolutely classic game. I absolutely love it. Like, we absolutely love it in this house. It's just so good, so good. Simplistic and just class. The music is on point as well. So that was that from game, and then we'll go on to eBay pickups. I don't know the prices on these eBay pickups. I'll put the prices all at the end when I do my little kind of montage kind of thing. The first thing I bought was a game that I've played before and I really enjoyed it. I'm trying to think if I did the DLC. I don't know if I did do the DLC or not. But it's Alan Wake. But I got it for the PC, so it's a big box kind of version of it. Not a big box, but a kind of cardboard box. It's got this sleeve on it. And it's got a few cool bits and bobs in here. So you've got a nice big chunky manual in good condition. You've got a poster. And then you've got the game and the soundtrack in there as well. So that's really cool. And Alan Wake is a really good game, and something that passed me by like back in the day. I didn't play it until recently, maybe a year ago, and I really enjoyed it. So happy to have that for the PC collection as well. I picked up a bunch of, bring them over, I'm getting old and stiff. Bunch of PS1 stuff. I think these were a tenner for the bundle. I'm not too sure. So we got, and I've not played them before, but they do look quite interesting and very of their time as well. So they won't really hold up graphically anything like that today, but could be quite interesting to go back and play. And we got Necronomicon, The Dawning of Darkness for the PS1. They look like kind of, I don't know if they're point and click games or if they're just like CGI kind of FMV kind of games. But we got Necronomicon. We got Dracula, The Resurrection as well. Sorry, Necronomicon didn't have its manual. Dracula doesn't have its manual either. 2 discs. Yeah, they look very CGI heavy. They could be quite interesting to play through. And we got Dracula 2, The Last Sanctuary. That one does have its manual. And this is actually a double, so if anybody wants Dracula 2, The Last Sanctuary, with or without manual, I don't mind, you can have the manual if you want. I've now got 2 copies, so if anybody wants one, give them a shout, I'll send it over to you. No bother. And then another PC, little mini big box kind of thing, Neverwinter Nights. So these are very much like, I think they're, creators of Baldur's Gate. So I remember playing Baldur's Gate many moons ago and absolutely loved it. But nowadays, with time constraints and work, you can't really get stuck into big games like that anymore. Well, at least I can't. That's what I find. But it's really cool. It's got a nice big chunky book, massive chunky manual. What's this here? Little quick reference card. It's got the discs. Is it 3 discs? 3 discs, yeah. 1, 2, 3, and then it's got a nice big poster or map, which is cool too. So that's pretty cool. If I want to get knee deep in a classic old RPG game, that could be pretty cool to play through. I don't think it's an online game. I don't think it's online only anyway. So that's pretty cool. And then last is another bunch of PS1 stuff I got from eBay. So it's another bundle. I think this was 10 again or £15, can't remember. But we've got Gran Turismo 2. This is just like a little throwaway because the other games that I did want, but this was included in the bundle, so, and it doesn't even have the arcade disc, it's only got GT mode, which is better mode anyway, but yeah, I don't really need this, I've got it already. If anybody wants the GT mode disc and the case for it, be more than happy to have it. But these are the games that I really wanted for it. So we've got Dune, Command & Conquer RTS type game. I used to love playing these games as well. Oh, and we've got a Dune 2000 PSX. I didn't even open this backup, so I burnt this. You can have that if anybody wants that. But apart from that, yep, you've got the manual and you get the game in there as well. So really cool. And they released a movie of this recently, didn't they? But yeah, I don't really know much about the Dune games. An absolute classic, a game I played last year on my 52 game challenge, which was Alien Trilogy. Brilliant game, absolutely brilliant. It's very much of its time again. It's a Doom clone back in the day when they were called Doom clones. But the game is just brilliant. The sound effects are class. The pulse rifle sound effects. You know, the little radar beacon, and oh, it's brilliant. Absolutely love it. And I'm really happy to have this for the PlayStation 1 as well as the Dream Saturn, sorry. So brilliant. Love Alien Trilogy. And then this was one that really kind of drew me into buying this bundle. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a manual, and it's not like because I remember the copy I had years ago had like a little kind of holographic kind of cover to it. Lenticular, is that what you call it? Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Absolutely brilliant game. Brilliant game. Doesn't have a manual, unfortunately, but so good. And I remember talking about the Soul Blades FMV CGI intro. This has got a fantastic intro as well. Absolutely loved it. So happy to have that. And sorry, there is one more game here, which is Spider-Man Friend or Foe, which is the PS2. I think there's a lot of Spider-Man games that are going up in price at the moment. I don't think the PS2 one does. I think it's just pretty much what it is, like a $5 game or something. But the PS3 ones are going up quite a bit in price. And that's got the manual there and disc there. The case is a bit dubbed, a bit chipped there. It's really kind of, the blue is all kind of faded. I can change out the case, that's no problem at all. So, I think that's it. I think that's all my pickups for, what month is it? April? I don't even know what month it is. So that's all my pickups for April. I hope you enjoyed the pickups video. And yeah, if there's anything in there that I need to play soon, let me know. I am planning on playing that Intrepid Izzy that I got from Goldtooth, so thank you very much for that. Appreciate that, that's brilliant. And yeah, thank you very much. Take care. Cheers.